Most people think leadership is a rank or a title you inherit. But true leadership isn't about being in charge. It's about a fundamental shift in how you see your role in the world. Today, we're breaking down the core pillars of what actually makes a great leader. When we first start our careers, our only responsibility is to be good at our jobs. We focus on our own tasks, our own numbers, and our own growth. This is the junior phase, where personal competence is the ultimate goal. But here's where the shift happens. When you move into a leadership role, you are no longer responsible for the job itself. You are now responsible for the people who are responsible for the job. Your success is now measured by their success. Leadership isn't an event, it's a practice. Much like parenting or training a muscle, it's a skill you have to work on every single day. If you stop practicing, your leadership muscle atrophies. It requires consistent daily discipline to stay strong. This practice comes at a cost, personal sacrifice. It means when things go right, you have to stand back and give away all the credit. But when things go wrong, you're the one who has to step up and take the full weight of the responsibility. We often blame the people for poor performance, but it's usually the environment. Think about a barista who is a superstar at one hotel, but a quiet, paycheck-only worker at another. The person didn't change, the leadership environment did. At a place like the Four Seasons, managers don't just check your output, they check on you. When an employee feels safe and supported by their leaders, they don't just do their job, they bring their full, authentic selves to the work. This brings us to the most forgotten tool in the business world, empathy. Empathy is the ability to see the human being behind the employee ID number. It's about being more concerned with the person than the profit. If we treat people like machines, they will eventually break. If we treat them like humans, they will build the company for us. When numbers are down, a manager threatens, but a leader walks into the office and asks, "Are you okay? I've noticed your performance is slipping and I'm worried about you." That's how you build loyalty that money can't buy. True vulnerability means creating a safe space. It's an environment where an employee can say, "I made a mistake," or "I'm scared," without a target being painted on their back. Without safety, there is no honesty, and without honesty, a company cannot grow. The problem is that we are still stuck in outdated business models from the 80s and 90s, theories that are objectively bad for people and ultimately bad for business. Take shareholder supremacy. It's like a sports coach prioritizing the needs of the fans over the needs of the players. You can't win the game if you ignore the people actually playing it on the field. And then there's the layoff culture. Using someone's livelihood to balance a spreadsheet doesn't just hurt those who leave, it destroys the trust of everyone who stays. It tells them they are expendable the moment a number is missed. When people come to work afraid, they lie, they hide, and they fake it just to survive. We are asking the next generation to succeed in environments that were built to make them fail. It's time to stop blaming the workforce and start fixing the environment. As leaders, our job is to stop being the boss and start being the person who cares. That is the only way to build a future that actually works. Let's get to work.